What is going on, everyone? MikeO back with another Mail Day recap. Some stuff I've picked up in the last week and a half. Mostly budget pickups. Every now and then you see a good deal, you make an offer, and someone accepts. You see an auction, you place your bid, and if you win, you win. That's kind of what this stuff is. So definitely cool additions to the collection, but nothing super pricey. It's always just fun to collect. It's crazy that it's almost September. Absolutely amazing how fast time's flying by. Football season's almost here. Baseball's approaching the final month, the stretch run, as we see what teams reach the postseason and in what order. I mean, it's really pretty tight in terms of seeding for sure, and even some of the teams fighting to get into the playoffs. So anything can happen. A lot of teams are still alive, and there's obviously been a lot of incredible performances this year. This is going to be all Phillies stuff for the Phillies PC. We'll start with some cheap stuff here. Topps Now cards that came in. So this is one I picked up. I picked this one up just because, Bohm's on it, so I will add it to the Phillies set, but really kind of an unnecessary Topps Now card. I guess if this is all they did for the Home Run Derby, but they ended up making cards for all the individual players, so this is definitely an example of a card just kind of being made to be made. I guess if you're at the Home Run Derby, it'd be a cool card, but picked that one up. And then had a few other Topps Now come in. This one at Tyler Phillips, Twirl's complete game shutout and master performance on the mound. I'd mentioned him in a previous Mail Day, but he grew up in the Philadelphia area, grew up a Phillies fan, and it's obviously a dream come true just to become a big leaguer, but then when you get to play for your hometown team, your favorite team growing up, and then obviously perform well, have a moment like that is pretty amazing. Did not see this game. This game actually took place while I was away in Cleveland, but I remember following it on the phone and then mentioning to fellow Phillies fans at the house there that, they won. Phillips threw a complete game shutout. So that was definitely super cool. Great moment. And then this also came in. This is the bonus card for the Topps Now Road to Opening Day set. There's different milestones, complete game shutouts, 3 homer games, no-hitters, cycles, and something else where they will do bonus cards. And usually you're happy if you get 1 or 2 of those things during a year. I think the Phillies have had 8 bonus cards this year. It's something insane because they've had a cycle. They had 2-3 home run games. They've had 4 complete game shutouts. It's just crazy how much stuff they've had happen. So it's pretty cool, but definitely a neat card there as well. And then the final one that came in is the Bryce Harper hits 100th career home run at Citizens Bank Park. So another little mini milestone for Bryce Harper. Hopefully Harper gets things going. He has struggled along with most of the Phillies in the second half. Phillies, it's not been good. It's actually very concerning. I know, people who don't watch them every day, I've heard a lot, would you trade? Well, obviously they're in first place. I'm happy with where they're at in the standings. But if the playoffs started next week, honestly, I'd be shocked if they got out of the first round. They've been really, really bad, really banged up. Their bullpen, all their top bullpen guys all have ERAs of 5 and 6 in the second half. The lineup is just lost right now. Harper has not been good. Brandon Marsh, who got off to a torrid start, he struck out 50% of his last 100 at-bats. Bryson Stott has been pretty terrible the majority of the year. It's been kind of a complete power outage, and they're just not scoring enough runs consistently. And the starters have been okay, but not as good as they were in the first half. And that's why they have I think it's still the second worst record in baseball since the All-Star break. And really, they've been very mediocre for the last 2 months. So, you never know. The Texas Rangers last year were great early on. They had a really rough stretch. They barely made the postseason. They flipped the switch, got hot, won the World Series. Kind of saw that a little bit with the Diamondbacks as well last year. Good start at one point, one of the better records in baseball. Struggled so bad that they almost missed the playoffs. They got hot too, so certainly not impossible. But right now, like clearly the two best teams in the National League right now, I'm talking about just how they've played in the last month or so, the Padres and Diamondbacks, like those two teams look incredible. Again, we still got another month of baseball, but the Dodgers, the Phillies, they were like the early front runners. And while they're still in good positions, it's been not great, / the health-wise has been issues. So that's just a little take on the National League baseball race. So we'll see what happens. All right, some other stuff I've picked up. We've got, pretty certain I have this, but I got this pretty cheap. 582 Montgomery Club exclusive, Bryce Harper. You really don't get as many of these sets anymore. I think they do one set a year now, but definitely not high print runs on these cards. Pretty neat. Glad to get that in. And then this one will look better, not in this filthy holder, but this is a Chase Utley 3D card. And that is that one from Archives or Heritage? It's from 2011. I forget offhand if that's an Archives release or a Heritage release. But the Chase Utley 3D. Oh, Topps Lineage. Okay, so it was neither of the products I mentioned. Topps Lineage. That's a neat set. I like that set. We've got Museum Collection, 2024 Museum Collection. Bryce Harper. I don't know what exactly that is called, but won it at auction at a nice cheap price. I know it's an expensive product. It's a great image. Really cool. Finally picked up a few of these Diamond cards from Dick Perez that came out last year. The Diamond Immortals. I got the Steve Carlton and the Grover Cleveland Alexander. So, a couple Diamond King inspired cards for the collection. I know a bunch of people had these last year. A bunch of people got them. I think it was a pretty small set. A lot of times these are listed fairly high on eBay. I was able to grab those. I forget if they were auctions or not, but got them fairly cheap. So thrilled about that. Got a couple slabs. This is actually a reholder from CGC. It's a 2009 Philadelphia Phillies Spring Training Pocket Schedule 08 World Series Champs by Lenny's, featuring Lidge and Carlos Ruiz. It's a 6.5. So whatever. You don't expect the pocket schedule that's, as old as it is at this point, 16 years old, to be in great condition, but it does look awesome slab. These are fun to collect. They're fairly cheap. And if you get them graded with CGC, it's not all that expensive either. So maybe it's tough to get every pocket schedule you can get your hands on graded, but some of the special ones or great images are definitely cool. So got that reholder. They originally had it labeled as 2008. That will be my one criticism of CGC lately. I've had a lot of mislabels from them lately, and even one of the ones that came back for someone else that was supposed to be fixed, they mislabeled again. They incorrectly put a player's first name on it, so pretty brutal there. A couple SGC pickups. These were just really cheap auction wins. 2006 Topps Rookie of the Week, Mike Schmidt. So it's a 1973 rookie third baseman. Solo card. That one's in a 9.5. Again, just cheap pickups. Win for a few bucks. Why not? 1978 TCMA 60s Wes Covington. Great image. I'm really become a big fan of some of the TCMA releases. Like they really had a lot of fun sets back in the day. And again, they're still really, really affordable. This is another one that's Tony Taylor in a 9.5. Obviously posing for images down at spring training. Bright images, nice sky and clouds in the background. Really fun. So happy to add those. And we did get a few 2024 Finest. Picked up the Bryce Harper Rare Checkerboard Refractor. I really wish they just called them X-Fractors. They've been called X-Fractors forever. They were called X-Fractors in Topps Chrome. Why are they called Checkerboard Refractors in Finest? One of the changes in Finest I don't love. I do like the cards. I mean, I would like a little more, maybe like the team logo, like I mentioned in the past, but honestly, at least it's something a little different. It's got enough going on, and eye goes right to the image. Could have probably used at least a nameplate behind the name, but still cool cards to pick up. Always happy to pick up some Phillies for the PCs. I picked up a couple of the parallels that I was able to get at good prices. This is numbered to 75. It's the uncommon blue checkerboard refractor of Kyle Schwarber. This is just a standard blue refractor numbered to 200 of Castellanos. A blue refractor of JT Realmuto numbered to 99. And a purple checkerboard uncommon refractor to 99 of Johan Rojas. And the baseball's finest blue refractor numbered to 99. So the base cards are blue. Then there's a silver refractor, it's like the standard refractor. Then there's a blue refractor to 99. Then there's a few other colors as well. But Trey Turner's the only Philly in this set. There is a Harper version, but it's autographed. So that's a little pricier. So they made Harper in the baseball's finest as an auto, but not in the standard release. So Trey Turner. All right, last couple pickups. Some more Topps Chrome Platinum. Just can't resist these if I can get them at the good enough price. This is the Topps Refractor, which I really like the Topps Refractors. It's numbered to 99, Kyle Schwarber. And then the green Trois refractor of Richie Ashburn, that's numbered to 99. So I was able to snag that one. I'm sure that one was only a couple dollars shipped. And then this last group won these at auction. They kind of had higher starting prices, but was able to get them for well below what I thought they should have gone for. So picked up this 2009 Topps Update. Short print, Ryan Sandberg, featured as a Philly. Played for the Phillies in a handful of games. Got 6 at-bats with them in 1981 before being traded to the Cubs and ended up putting together a Hall of Fame career. And was also Phillies manager for a couple years as well. So Ryan Sandberg. Picked up this Topps Sterling Chase Utley. Serial numbered to 50. Really nice set. Really nice card. Love the little shine there on the image. The white, big, thick white border looks nice. So, really nice card there. Picked up this relic of Robin Roberts. It's from Topps Tribute, numbered to 99. Love the old school relic. Definitely looks sweet. And just a great design. Bat relic of Richie Ashburn, SB Legendary Debut Bat Cards. And final pickup is a Piedmont Topps 206 Silk of Chase Utley. So blank back. It's a little silk release and then placed in the card slot here. So that's a neat one too. Obviously a throwback to the old school silks. So those are the pickups. Fun stuff, nice little variety. Fairly newer stuff. I mean, I guess the TCMAs are the oldest cards I had, right? So no pre-war stuff, but fun pickups. And like I said, none of it's really breaking the bank. I've been kind of looking, but not going crazy. Like I still do my daily eBay browses, but not as much as I have been. I'm not really seeking stuff out too much, but you're always running into cool things. So that's what the hobby's about. The joy of chasing stuff, the anticipation of it arriving, and then obviously enjoying it, sharing it, looking at it, and adding it to your collection. So comment below, let me know what you think of the pickups for the PC. Appreciate you guys watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Have a great one.